everybody, this is Sherry, and I'm back with another video for you, for those of you who can't chew your food, or you need to be on a soft food diet, or a pureed diet for some reason. So today we're going to do polenta. And I like polenta because it could be used as the basis for a lot of delicious foods that you probably can't eat right now, and that's like nachos, enchiladas, tacos. So we're going to do that, and then after we get our polenta made, I'm going to just make up some nachos to show you how how you can use the polenta for that. So I use, it's called Arrowhead Mills, gluten-free, GMO-free, organic, and I just get this at my health food store. But you can use any kind of cornmeal that you want. Polenta is really simple. It only has 3 ingredients: cornmeal, water, and salt. So I used to think it was really hard to make, but once I made it myself, I realized it was really easy, and it tastes so much better than what you get in the grocery store. So that's what we're going to do today, so stay tuned. Thanks. We're going to bring 2 1/4 cups of water to a boil. Once our water starts to boil, we're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 cup of yellow cornmeal, and just slowly pour that in and whisk it as you pour it in. Just like that. And just continue to whisk the cornmeal in the water until it starts to thicken. Keep your heat on high. This will take about 2 to 3 minutes. Now after that has started to thicken a little bit, you want to reduce your heat to low. And then we're going to just cook it over this heat for about 45 minutes. We're going to stir it about every 10 minutes. If it starts to get too thick, we can add up to 1/2 cup of additional water to keep it to the consistency that you want it. So we're just going to let this cook for a little bit, for 10 minutes, and then we'll stir it again. Now this has been cooking for about 20 minutes. I stir it about every 10 minutes. And as you can see, it's getting thick. I am going to add a little extra water to that because I don't want it to get too thick. And we'll just whisk that in and let it continue to cook on low for another 22 minutes or so. Okay, it's been 45 minutes and our polenta is done. As you can see, the consistency is fairly thick. And we're going to pour it up into a couple of small casserole dishes that are buttered. I've got this one buttered. All I do is take a stick of butter, wrap some paper towels around it, and just grease it to keep the polenta from sticking. There we go. Now we're just going to pour this into the casserole dishes in about a 1-inch thick layer. What this is going to do is it's going to serve as the basis for our nachos, and later I'm going to show you another recipe later for sour cream chicken enchiladas that are really good. But you don't want it to be a real thick layer, maybe a 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to put it in 2 different casserole dishes here. And that way, I can make nachos out of one of them. The other one, I can save for later to make my enchilada dish. There you go. That just spreads right out there. We're going to let this get to room temperature. And as it settles into room temperature, it's going to firm up. Okay, our polenta's at room temperature. And what I'm going to do is cover one of these dishes with some plastic wrap. And we're going to use it later. So this will actually make 2 meals. You can do your nachos out of one, or you can do tacos out of one and save one and leave it for later. Now I put the plastic wrap down on top of the polenta to keep it from getting hard. And we'll just put that in the refrigerator for later. Now with the other one, we're going to do our nachos. These are real simple. Whatever you put on nachos. I'm going to put some shredded cheddar cheese. This is going to be real easy for you to eat. There's nothing in it that you're going to have to chew. So however you like your nachos, Put some shredded cheddar. I've got some jalapeno peppers that I've chopped up real fine. So if for some reason you can't even tolerate peppers that are chopped up this finely, just pour some jalapeno juice over the polenta. But I'm going to just sprinkle some of the jalapeno peppers. Not too many because that can be too hot. There we have it. And I'm going to pop these in a toaster oven just long enough for the cheese to melt. And when I take it out, we're going to add some sour cream and maybe some guacamole. So I'll see you in just a minute. Our nachos are out of the oven. They just took about 10 minutes. And I'm going to dish these up for you. And then we're going to dress them up. Now you see that comes out pretty firm. And then we're just going to dress it up a little bit with some sour cream. So you can really dress these up any way you want to. You can add some guacamole if you'd like. I have a taco meat video that you might want to refer to on how to puree taco meat. You can add that to the top of it. You can drizzle some enchilada sauce over it. Just get creative. So here you thought you couldn't eat nachos, and you can. So this is a no-chew way to have some of your favorite foods. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you'll join me back for some more. Be sure to subscribe and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks. Bye-bye.